Hello guys, Alex here, and this will be like a podcast about the my thoughts or the future I think uh, of MvCI. First I gotta say that um, English is not my native language, so if you don't understand something I was gonna say or my pronunciation is bad, I'm sorry. I am from Chile, by the way, like Cane Blue River, the Evo 2015 champion. Así que saludos a los amigos españoles latinos que me ven también. I want you to just listen to this audio. I may put some pics, I don't know yet. You can hear this while you are playing or do another thing, your work, your homework. Finally, E3 is happening. I watched the EA conference like some hours ago, and well, that was good. But I don't know what Capcom will gonna show in the Capcom website, Capcom blog, you know, and they put a list of the games that you can play at the event. But I really hope that that it's not all the games they will gonna show, because of E3 is the moment the companies and the developers make some noise, show something new, get excited, people get hype, the hype train and everything. So I really hope that MvCI get another chance. This is a game that needs a second opportunity, because the game it feels like it's not finished yet. Why? Some people say the graphics, but there's some very toxic YouTube comments, and it's very sad, because I feel like the people that just talk trash and garbage about the game, the 90% doesn't even touch the game, doesn't even play it. So yeah, it's easy to write some meaning comments and say, oh, this looked like shit, the music is bad, what the fuck. But the game, the most important thing about a fighting game is the gameplay, the mechanics, and this game is the best MvC from the mechanic perspective. The tag system is so well made. You can literally make combos that it's like your imagination is the limit, because you can do a solo combo, do a combo with attack, make some crazy mix-ups. This game is is so well balanced. You can pick any character with the stones, one of the 6 that you feel is the best for you, and you can win over most of the roster. Yeah, the roster is another thing that people is mad about it because it was only 30 and the DLC just add 6 more. But the game is balanced. Some characters are from Ultimate MvC 3, but they changes some attacks, some effects of attacks, and they make low tiers characters and make some new combos, new hyper combos. Now every character have a level 3 that wasn't exist before. Like Hulk. Hulk now has a level 3. It's not a cinematic one, but it's really good as a level 3. So they are changes that were being so good. They making, I think, with a lot of time planning about the game and the mechanics. But sadly, yesterday, from the announcement of the game to the release date, and if you go to YouTube and see the comments, it was so bad, a bad feedback because of the graphic, because of the story mode, or well, we are in the decade that everyone is bad about something. Everyone says, "Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that," and, well, but what I feel that Capcom is doing bad and really bad was the marketing of this game, because this was announced in 2016 on December, I think, and then it wasn't like MvC 3 or like Street Fighter, like other kind of games. They just doesn't say anything. Time passes, and they just say the release date that was in September, and they show some trailers, or more like characters presentation, but not like MvC 3. MvC 3 I remember that MvC 3, each character has their own trailer, and make some combos and the music. Well, in this case, they always chose 2 or 3 or 4. Well, like this game is a tag team game. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like they waste much time in these trailers. And again, the marketing, the show off of the game, it doesn't. It wasn't like other Capcom games. I remember the year 2016 when they released Street Fighter 5. That was a messed up game. That really was a messed up game, because it's like it was like a beta game with no much content, and it was full price. So in that case, I really think that people will get angry and doesn't like the unfinished product. So after 2 years, they fixed it. They fixed the game. They added the content, the story mode, the final arcade mode that everyone was mad about, that was not included. And now it's like as a fighting game that is good and worth buying it. But after 2 years, in that case, MvCI has a story mode, has an arcade, a mission mode, training, and the online is what the fighting game is worth for. And the online experience that I have is great. It's really great. Unlike MvC3. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people tries to compare. I don't know if that is a word, but they say things about MvC3 and MvCI. And they say, Ultimate MvC3 has a lot of the roster was guy, and they were 50 characters, I think, with LDC, Chumagorat, and Jill Valentine. And yeah, like the theme of the game, it was like a comic book and was great. I really liked the presentation, even the style was cel shading and fits very well. And even if you buy the Ultimate MvC3 physically, you can change the art book. You can flip, and it was a Capcom style and a Marvel style, and I really liked the Marvel style. But besides these characteristics, what I remember is that MvC3 was launched on 2011, and first it was called MvC3 Fate of Two Worlds, and they, like I said before, they show trailers, they show the veterans characters, they show the new characters, and it was a good marketing. Everyone was talking about MvC3, and oh wow, after those so many years of MvC2, we get another game. And the game was released, and only 9 months later they released the ultimate version. And added, I don't remember well right now, but kinda 4 characters on each side, like Iron Fist, Nova, Ghost Rider, Phoenix Wright, Hawkeye, and whatever, and the DLC. And yeah, you got a pretty huge roster, and they added the Heroes and Herald mode. And well, I even have the Ultimate MvC3 from Xbox One with all the skins. But that is an example of a game with good music overall, so many characters, but the gameplay, well, I think that at this point everyone knows that it's broken. You know, how could that be that even with a grab you can do an OTD, one touch dead combo with a grab, and you can do anything. If your opponent hit you and you are done, that is not a fun game. I don't think if you got it, but although it's very fun to watch, because I watch so many Evo tournaments and fights and get pretty excited with that tournaments. But in the MvC3 or Ultimate MvC3, it was, oh yeah, the first guy who hits wins, and if you are on the other side, you are the punching bag, and you can do anything. That's not a balanced game, and there is this X factor. Like if you are playing good, and the game is the way it is, and you are winning, your opponent with the X factor can make a 1-2-3 combo and you're done. And that is so. And there, of course, is the thing that everyone plays Zero, Doctor Doom, Virgil, Phoenix because he was broken too. And what about the rest of the roster? You know, the other characters are. That's what they're wasn't worth it. You can do. You're pretty much done, and of course the chip damage, and for example, if you play Hagar in that game, I really love that they put Hagar instead of Sanjeev. If you are if Hagar is your last character, you are pretty much you pretty much lose. You can't do anything because they will shot you with every missile, fireball, and you can defend forever. So, in that regard, in that case, I like the game because of everything else besides the gameplay. I feel like it's a fun game to watch, but not a fun game to play. So, and of course the online matches back in the with my PS3, it wasn't so good. Well, the PS3 isn't known for the connection, but with the release of the port version in the new console of PC4 and Xbox One, I play with friends because if you play on your own, you're pretty much it's like a desert. And I played with a guy that I met these days, and when we play MvCI, we play very good. There is not much lag. It doesn't feel like it's online, but we play MvC3 and it's laggy. It's very bad, and I don't know if they are the servers. I don't really know. So, what I feel right now is like this game has a lot of potential. There are many things that are undiscovered. I feel like every time I play, I made a new combo. I think in a new mix-up. And when I lose, I watch my replay and think about, hey, how can I beat that guy. And you can switch your stones because every stone has a good thing and a bad thing. So the best thing of the game, besides that you can make a combo with almost everything because of the tag system, is that every character has a potential that in MvC3 they are characters that doesn't work at all. Now you can play almost, I think, with every character, low tier or top tier. I doesn't really give a damn about the tiers. I just play the game with the characters I like. But in this game you can really pick any characters and do your best and win over characters that are better because of the air dash, the fireballs, the pressure they may do. But in this case, with the stone system, you can really tip the scales. And that is what I like the game. I'm a guy that love fighting games. I think that the genre or the kind of games I like more is first the fighting games, second the RPG, like the American style or Japanese styles, platformers, same thing. But right now the games that I play more because of the online and the competitive thing that you want more, you want to fight more, are these fighting games. I played a lot. Right now I'm playing Ultra Street Fighter 4 because of the game of their 30th anniversary. I didn't buy it, but if you pre-order the game, you can pick out Ultra Street Fighter 4, and almost every time I go, I find people playing, and good people playing. It's hard, but it's fun. So I like the fighting games a lot, and although I have many titles right now, I don't know if I will put a pic on this video. But I had a lot of fighting games, but no one, not other title is like MvCI. I don't know why, but the game is like unique. I talked with a guy the other day and say, wow, this game is awesome. And I think they bought the game with these deals. They weekly, sometimes there are deals, and the game is cheaper right now. And we talked about this, and the freestyle, the every combo can make anything with the tag, and that's why the game is unique in his style. For instance, yesterday, and I think they made Injustice 2 the best fighting game of the year, I think. And I bought it, the Injustice 2, because I love the Teenage Turtles. But it's not it's not my type of game. I don't know why. I'm not too good in that in NetherRealm games. I bought Mortal Kombat X 2, but they are there. But MvCIs put me in the game again. From time to time, I playing again, and I have fight so many people, and with like it's the first time that I met the full roster, and then that is weird because when you are playing these games online overall, just you're always find as the same characters over and over, and it is the best. You're kind of this, and they are talking about his top tire. Oh my god, he's broken. And well, and this happens too in MvCI the first months. But after the patch that nerfed Dante, you'll not see Dante anymore. And was very fun. But when they patched the game, I really feel like they will gonna put attention of the game. They were worried about the Spider-Man Infinite combo. I don't know if you remember that with the Reality Stone and the web ball. It was infinite, like the title of the game. But they nerfed that, they patched that. So indeed, the game is balanced. And the game is, right now, I think that the game is great for what it is. But it feels like it's unfinished. It's a good game, but feels like it's unfinished and really need a hand, really need some attention from Capcom. I think that Capcom is just worried about pushing forward Street Fighter 5 with the season 3 and their second most successful franchise is Monster Hunter, a really good game. I played a lot in 3DS. But maybe when they are finished with that, with the season 3 or constant uploading and release DLC from Monster Hunter World, maybe they pay attention of MvCI. And why I feel like they are working on, or maybe later, because when you play the game and see the roster, it's really weird that they in the DLC season they put 4 Marvel characters and just 2 2 Capcom characters. And Winter Soldier feels weird in the left side, you know. And maybe that was a last decision moment. And the other thing that is weird is that when they released the premium custom pass of the main roster, when you play the game and select your characters, it says Wave 1. And the DLC characters, when you buy it, you have automatically it's premium custom, and it says Wave 1. But if you pre-order the game back in the day, you got 4 premium custom too, and one more in the PS4 that was Major Carol Danvers. And I got the Hulk Gladiator and the Thor, Warrior. Well, it's like the Ragnarok movie anyway. And the Evil Rio and Command Mission X. But when you select that costumes, it says Wave 2. So I think that every other characters must have a Wave 2 costume, at least. So, well, this video maybe is too long, but I feel like I am a little worried about the future of MvC. I really hope that Capcom put attention of the game, put some effort to lift up the game. The community that played this game is very little. We have that Reddit forum, and the more enthusiastic players feels like they definitely are working on some new content. We really hope for that season 2 leaks or the rumors. This game deserves more, definitely. And besides the toxic reputation or feedback, I really want more from this game. I will not get mad if they decide to release an ultimate version like MvC 3. If that happens, I hope that maybe they will do like Street Fighter 5 that was a free update. But I want something, at least something that they say something now at E3, because they made bad decision. It's so weird that they announced. I remember they announced the rest of the DLC season 1 after Monster Hunter, Black Panther, and Sigma. They say that the other characters will be Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Venom, and they say it on Twitter without a trailer, without an image, without nothing, and that's so bad. You can announce that in Twitter. So I don't want that they still they remain silent, because it's a bad situation. It's a bad move, really, because people will still mad. The silence is worse. And if they are finished with the game and they are down and this will not get any more content, then say it. Like the Mass Effect Andromeda, with all the problems that game had, but they say, hey, this game is not, we are not working on this game anymore. And maybe not the best example, but there was this game, a mobile game of Capcom, the Puzzle Fighter, like it's like the Street Fighter puzzle game, but with many Capcom characters, like Phoenix Wright, Haggard, Beautiful Joe even. And I played in a while, but weeks I don't remember the date exact, but in a week I read that the game gonna have the final update and they were finished with the game. And they say it in the same web page, official Capcom blog, that the games will not get any more support. And in the case of MvCI, they uh, they didn't say that the game is done yet. So I have the hope that again they will somehow fix the game, lend the support it deserves, because it's a good game. It's a good fighting game from this generation. It's not a game that is it's not a game that you see very frequently, like other titles, like that games that appears every year, and after all, it's Marvel game, and I mean Marvel. It's Marvel, baby. So that's what I like it to say. I know that so many YouTubers says that the game's dead, or GG, or let's play MvC and things like that. But I feel like someday and somehow they will support this game again. And thanks for listening, watching. Thanks for your support. I know my channel is very little, but I'm happy with the people that are in and the people that like the videos I made. Thank you for everyone, everything, the comments, the good feedback, and maybe I will do more podcasts like this. Maybe because of the E3 week, the excitement, the hype of from the for the future games. I don't know. Maybe I will do. Any any requests or any question, you can put it down in the comments. And well, that's gonna be it. Thanks again, and see you next time.